The other day at the reward challenge, on the clue, it said, you will get some new attire. Well, everyone, once again, missetting expectations. Oh my gosh, we're getting all of our clothes. And people are like, oh, I want a swimsuit. I want my pants. I want my Patagonia top. I want fleeces. I want this and that. And it's been so long. I mean, it's been so long out here in the same clothes. To me, it didn't matter. I mean, I imagine I'm going to be in the same outfit the remainder of the time that I'm here. But these guys were all excited. So we win the challenge, like we always do, against the Morgans. And Jeff shows us a sewing machine. I look around like, are you kidding me? A sewing machine? And there's all these pieces of fabric. So I really didn't care about the sewing machine or the fabric or any of it for that matter. We get back here and Rupert, Sandra, and Krista began to have a sewing party. And they're so excited. They're talking about the year and the make and the model of the sewing machine. And I'm like, I couldn't use that if you gave me the instructions. And they proceed to put 100% of their effort and focus for the remainder of that day and the next morning into making themselves look all pretty and make this and that. Well, actually, in Rupert's defense, he needed a new dress. His was awful, and everyone agreed. But the other ones, it was like, come on, we're on an island. Don't worry about looking so pretty. Like, let's get water first and let's eat first. Let's sewing later. So the sewing machine was, in my mind, just a big distraction. And it kind of gave you an idea where people's priorities were. And a lot of people don't have high priorities. But I don't know. I just stitched up the hole in the back of my shorts, and that was it. And I don't plan on doing a whole lot more. Up until a day or two ago, Rupert has been running around in a mini skirt. Rupert weighs 240 pounds. His beard's as long as his hair, and he looks like a pirate in a mini skirt. And he's got my belt, like I think maxed out on the last hole, holding this thing up. And too many times has it fallen down, has it blown up in the wind. And Rupert is chafing everywhere. So he doesn't like to wear his underwear if he doesn't have to, because it's usually wet. So now we have Rupert not only in a mini skirt, but with nothing on underneath. And too many times he has been in a very inappropriate position that everyone has accidentally seen. And so it was just bad. So when we did get the fabric, the only thing that was unanimous is, Rupert, make a longer skirt or dress for yourself, please. We don't need the mini skirt anymore. So yeah, he got that, and that was a very good thing. So I guess the sewing machine in the big picture was good. I mean, I took shop in junior high, and I did sew things, and I sewed up a hole in my shorts, but it'll probably be a while before you see me sitting in front of a sewing machine working it properly. I hope it's a long, long time. The other day, we're all sitting around talking, and I look over, and Rupert had been over to pick something up, or he was squatting down, and his skirt had fallen down way too far in the back. So all I see is a belt about midway up his back and a skirt about midway down his bottom, and just the worst plumber's ass I've seen in a long time. And it's not like it was a subtle thing on a small person. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, Rupert, just say no to crack. So I kind of blew it out of proportion a little bit. Rupert didn't think it was as funny as I did, but I was laughing, everyone else was laughing. And it was a riot, but I don't know. After the threat about wringing my neck like a chicken, I kind of backed off a little bit, but I had to get a couple good jabs in because it was not pleasurable. It was quite funny. I've got to admit, it's kind of entertaining to tease Rupert. I mean, because he's such a nice guy. Like, no one would ever say anything mean to him and rude to him. So he's the kind of guy that you can kind of tease, and everyone knows you are just giving him a bit of a hard time because he's just so nice. So yeah, it's entertaining. It lightens the atmosphere. And he's the only guy around here that physically could probably hurt me. So it's like just kind of teasing the big guy, knowing that he'll be nice to you. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's mostly making fun of the skirt. Sometimes we go back and forth on the fishing, and he catches the small ones. I catch fewer, bigger ones, or the stingrays. But it's all in good fun. But yeah, the skirt's the biggest joke. You know, sometimes the pirate laugh or the beard or the hair, but the skirt's always a good one. You can always fall back on that.